Hello everybody, it's me Roscoe and welcome to another edition of Game Day, and we're back after the international break, which is always boring, but the real football is back, and we're arrived at the Hawthorns as Town take on West Brom in the Championship. Of course, the Blues second in the table, 12 games unbeaten. Kieran McKenna's 100th game in charge today as they take on Carlos Corberan's West Brom, who are 7th in the table. It should be an interesting game as the music hits in here. A 5:30 kick-off live on Sky. Let's not muck about, let's get into it. Food rating, team news and the thoughts on the Cowboy Army as we enjoy the music. Let's do this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the video where I look at my food from the press lounge and I'm going to give it a rating. Now, today we've got butter chicken with a garlic naan, chicken rice, a bit of veg. Let's get it in our bellies. Stu's enjoying his. AJ is enjoying his. Let's do this. Okay, then the food is in the belly and we've gone pitch side and it's a nippy one. As you can see, smoke coming out of my mouth and all that because the temperature has dropped. But decent food, I have to admit. I'm probably going to give it a 7 out of 10. That's butter chicken. So shout out to West Brom. Decent effort from them guys. Nice bit of chicken, bit of veg. That'll do me nicely indeed. Team news is about to drop. Let's go and see who's starting. The players have just started warming up. Let's see who's starting tonight. Let's do this. Okay, then team news has just dropped and there's 2 changes to the Town team who beat Swansea before the international break, and there's some very good news. Brandon Williams is back. He comes in for Harry Clark. Good to see him back from his illness. And Wes Burns is starting. Of course, made a cameo against Swansea, but he starts today against West Brom. Those are the 2 changes. I think everyone's pretty happy about that. A very solid 11 to take on West Brom. It's going to be a tough one. I want to go and get some snappy snaps. Let's get right into it. Well, full time at the Hawthorns. It's been a cold, miserable day, and Town have lost 2-0 against West Brom. Wazza behind us. Enjoy the match together. We didn't enjoy that one, did we?
No, not at all, really, mate. Both halves we gave them an early goal, and the second one in particular absolutely knackered us. How have we managed? Well, I know how we've managed to concede from our own corner because it happened right in front of me. But you can't be doing that, can you? I just didn't do the basics well enough today. Felt like West Brom were winning. Were first to the balls, the loose balls, and it's not often that you come away and say hand on heart that they were the better side. But yeah, fair play to them. Better side got done. It's football.
We knew going into this one this was going to be a tough one, didn't we? Because West Brom, their home record is pretty good here at the Hawthorns, but we also know they're a decent set-up team.
Yeah, absolutely, and they looked really well organised, didn't they? They'll be up there. So, I mean, I think after a performance that in isolation is that disappointing, you've got to try and focus on the bigger picture. Second in the division, only the second defeat all season. First game we haven't scored.
No! My hot take is gone! I just realised! My hot take is gone.
Flack on Monday for you.
Anyway.
But yeah, you'd have taken that at the start of the season, but my God, today was disappointing. We didn't have a shot on target, I don't think. At one point we made some substitutions and the goalie went and got a ball and warmed himself up. Yeah. And I was like, for God's sake, lads, come on. It's off day. Bad day at the office. But hey, if you get a result against Millwall on Wednesday, then you're feeling a bit better. Became a bit of a free hit after Leeds dropped some points. We're still 7 clear of them, I think, which means they still can't catch us within 2 games. So get back on it Wednesday. Look at the bigger picture and put this one behind us. I think fair play to West Brom. Fair play at West Brom. Very good. Very good.
Top man. Well, Liz, thanks for joining me once again. It's a weird feeling. Ipswich Town have lost the game. Thoughts on that?
Well, it's obviously disappointing, but it was always going to happen that we were going to lose at some point, wasn't it? And they're a good side. They don't. I think they've lost 1 at home all season, is it? And they were just the better side today. I think the first 15 minutes we struggled to get into it, but after that, the first half, I thought we were okay. I thought we really missed Luongo, and I thought Brandon Williams played well. I was glad we had him. Otherwise, I think we might have lost more. He did some good saving tackles at times. I think I would have preferred if he'd brought Luongo on earlier, because I think that would have helped.
Because Jack Taylor's been playing well, hasn't he?
He has, but
this sort of game, maybe this. I know Massimo Luongo's been in Australia and all that.
Yeah,
I think
it was because of the travelling, probably, wasn't it? He
Yeah.
probably thought he had travelled too much recently, but then.
Cameron Burgess.
Yeah, exactly. So that doesn't quite follow.
Yeah.
I think it was. I'd prefer to see Taylor in the home matches more, I think, and Luongo away, because I think we missed him. It's sort of in his defensive abilities, and we just couldn't get forward with pace, and nothing we tried worked. Broadhead also wasn't at his best, was he? So many passes going astray, not just from him, from lots of them. So anyway, we're still second, and unfortunately, with the Leeds result, it's not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah,
Still 7 points clear.
Wow, it's been a very cold day, but my day's been brightened up because John North is here. My friend John North, John Watts is here. It's been one of those games, mate, where it wasn't great, was it? Where do you want to start?
I'm going to be the voice of reason, the voice of calm. We've lost less games in this league than any other team. 2. So everybody else has lost 3 or 4. It's going to happen. We were poor today. There's no denying it. Really disappointing performance. But let's just keep things in perspective. I've heard people saying we're with this, with that. We should send Scarlett back. Some absolute nonsense being spoken. We had a poor game. Yeah. They outdid us. They started so brightly. You know, West Brom, that is, not us. Yeah. After 3 or 4 minutes, I don't think we touched the ball properly. No. And their first shot goes in. And then they've got something they can base their performance on. So overall, you can't have any argument about the outcome of that. Some games you go, oh, it's 2-0, it could have been anything else. We deserve to be beaten today.
Yeah. Where'd you think it went wrong then? Because, of course, we've come back from international break, off the back of 12 games unbeaten. Just one of those days where I just felt we could have been there right now, still playing until tomorrow. We've already hadn't scored.
I mean, you always try to stay positive and hopeful, but other than maybe a 10-15 minute spell, we fought our way back into the first half, and it started getting even, and we started getting on top, and then it just went again. And I thought, I don't want to single people out for the wrong reasons. I don't think Jack Taylor had a particularly great game. No. Nothing stuck to Hurst.
Stay onside, George.
Yeah.
Stop being offside.
I think the bright spark for me was Brandon Williams. I thought he was outstanding first half.
Him, didn't we?
Yeah, he had that sliding challenge right in front of us. Just gets the crowd going. He had spirit and fight. I thought Ladke and Davis and Morsey were fine, but only really Williams for me stood out.
I think the right hand side was our main
outlets.
thing really today. Yeah.
But Wes didn't have a great game, to be fair.
No, he didn't. Can't cross.
And it was one of those days that nothing came off for us, and they did a job. I thought Corberon had his team organised, but they had a lot of pace about them as well. And the big guys.
I was about to say that. I was going to say that in the earlier interview with Watson. I went, of course, we're a biggish team, but we're not that big, are we?
Their centre halves are giants, and Phillips looks like he's grown about 4 inches since the last sort of play, and he's getting on a little bit.
Our players need to get in the gym. Come on, boys.
Yeah, but you know what? They were first to everything. Nothing kind of fell our way. I'm not talking about luck, but when the ball bounces, I mean, when the ball hits Jackson in his knee, I mean, it's one of those days. So let's keep it in perspective, because we don't see Ipswich play like that very often. Thankfully, we see us play really good football, and if we do what we normally do most of the time, we'll be absolutely fine, won't we? So let's keep calm and carry on. Let's have a good result on Wednesday, and let's get back to business.
And we're joined by Peter from Manchester.
That's
my
the
friend.
one.
There we go.
One and only Pete.
Yes, a defeat today, mate.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that?
First of all, it's my first trip to West Brom. It's a lovely
what
stadium.
Do you think of it? Yeah, I think it's nice.
It's a nice stadium because it's another one you can tick off that list to say, ching, I've been.
Yeah.
My predictions were either 2-2 or 2-1 either side. So with that, I'm not completely too disheartened, because they're a good side, by the way, West Brom.
Yeah.
They were Premier League not so long ago. Yeah, I mean, it's like there were some fans in the stadium moaning because, get it together, Ipswich are not doing this, they're not doing that, you know that yourself. I was just stood there just enjoying myself. The fact of the matter...
Really? You enjoyed that?
No. I don't mean I enjoyed the defeat. I just enjoy going to another ground, seeing you wonderful people from Ipswich, just supporting the team. The performance wasn't great. Best player, Brandon Williams, all day long. The first half, he's a proper Manchester lad, doesn't take any rubbish. He was sliding in. He was just bossing it in that right side of that defensive area. He just bossed the game for Ipswich in the first half because no one else really turned up. Hurst didn't have his best game. As for the goal, should never have happened. It was poor defending. I don't know what our defence was doing, probably just all eyeing each other up, really. And then the next minute, it's in the net. I didn't see the second goal because I was too busy talking to a few people. And then when I went back and I heard this big roar, I'm thinking...
Not us.
I wasn't too sure because I went back and I thought, why is everyone so bloody unhappy? Why is everyone so miserable? I'm thinking, it's 2-0. I thought that explains why. It wasn't a great performance, but like I say, I think Brandon Williams was the best player for us. But the fans, Ipswich fans, were just elite as usual. They'll follow the team up or down. On a whole, is it 17 games gone?
Yes.
We're second.
Second.
We're 6-7 points clear of Leeds. I can't really argue, can we? We're punching above our weight. I mean, you look at the games against Cardiff, 2-0 down, win 3-2. Birmingham City 2-0 down, draw 2-2. We'd played Wolves in the Cup, their rivals, 2-0 down and win 3-2. The luck was going to run out at some point. I think Blackburn, they were 3-1 up and then it was 3-3, then we scored a goal to win 4-3. This luck was always going to run out at some point, and we can't really be too disappointed, can we? I mean, you look at the international break, you got Wesley Burns, you got Nathan Broadhead, they all went away on international duty. They looked a bit tired because it's like overworking them a bit with all the travelling, playing for Wales, coming back, training with Ipswich, coming up to the Midlands to play against West Brom. They just looked a bit deflated. Even Morsey, you know, a well-respectable captain in the team, didn't have a great game either. No one played that well. I don't think West Brom were that great, were they?
No, I thought they were decent.
They played all right, but they didn't play brilliant enough. Because if they were excellent in the game, it could have been 4 or 5-0, really.
Thankfully not, yeah.
But
Peter,
yeah.
it's we'll just move on, won't we? Luckily, we can move on straight away because we've got Wednesday, Millwall at Portman Road. Just move on from that.
The thing is, just before we finish off, December is a big month. You must have heard this from every person you've interviewed. Even Mike Turbot has probably said a few things. We've got East Anglian Derby, Coventry, Middlesbrough. I'm doing Leeds away, and then we've got QPR at home.
And Leicester and Leeds.
It's a lot of games, and
away.
I think with December and January, December's fixtures, we need to try and get as many points as possible to stay in second. But the most important part of the season is January because of the transfer market.
Yeah.
If we're still second in January, bring in whoever we need to bring in, try and nick a few players from the bigger hierarchy clubs in the Championship, 1 or 2 Premier League players, just to sort of push Ipswich to the right direction, then it should be enough to try and get us over the line. I think we'll get the playoffs at least. We should do.
It's definitely in a position we're in at the moment. But Peter,
Yeah.
thanks for joining me. It's very cold
been a pleasure,
here in the Hawthorns. That's another edition of Game Day done and dusted.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thank
Bye for
you.
now. There you go.